Welcome to the chapter on communication systems. Communication systems are essential for transmitting information from one place to another. In this chapter, we will explore modulation techniques, digital communication, and wireless communication. These are fundamental concepts in the field of communication systems. Modulation is the process of varying a carrier signal to transmit data. There are several types of modulation techniques, each with its own advantages and applications. We will discuss amplitude modulation, frequency modulation, and phase modulation. In amplitude modulation, the amplitude of the carrier signal is varied in proportion to the message signal. This technique is commonly used in AM radio broadcasting. The equation for amplitude modulation is S of t equals A sub c plus M of t times cosine of 2 pi f sub ct. In frequency modulation, the frequency of the carrier signal is varied in accordance with the message signal. FM is widely used in FM radio broadcasting and audio synthesis. The equation for frequency modulation is S of t equals A sub c times cosine of 2 pi f sub ct plus 2 pi k sub f integral of m of tau d tau. In phase modulation, the phase of the carrier signal is varied in proportion to the message signal. PM is used in digital synthesizers and some communication systems. The equation for phase modulation is S of t equals A sub c times cosine of 2 pi f sub ct plus k sub pm of t. Digital communication involves the transmission of information using discrete signals. This method has several advantages over analog communication, including noise resistance and efficient data compression. Pulse code modulation, or PCM, is a method used to digitally represent analog signals. It involves three main steps: sampling the analog signal at regular intervals, quantizing the sampled values by rounding them to the nearest value within a finite set of levels, and encoding the quantized values into a binary format. Quadrature amplitude modulation, or QAM, is a modulation technique that combines both amplitude and phase modulation. It is widely used in digital television and broadband internet. The equation for QAM is S of t equals the sum from n equals 0 to n minus 1 of I sub n cosine of 2 pi f sub ct minus q sub n sine of 2 pi f sub ct. To ensure data integrity, digital communication systems use error detection and correction techniques. Common methods include parity checks, checksums, and more advanced techniques like Hamming codes and Reed-Solomon codes. Wireless communication refers to the transmission of information without the use of physical connections. This is achieved through the use of electromagnetic waves. Radio frequency communication uses radio waves to transmit data over long distances. It is used in various applications, including radio broadcasting, television, and mobile phones. The power received by an antenna in free space can be calculated using the Frias transmission equation. P sub r equals P sub t times G sub t G sub r lambda squared divided by 4 pi d squared. Cellular networks divide a geographic area into cells, each served by a base station. This allows for efficient frequency reuse and supports a large number of users. Key concepts include frequency reuse, which maximizes spectrum efficiency, and handoff, the process of transferring an active call from one cell to another as the user moves. Wi-Fi is a wireless networking technology that uses radio waves to provide high-speed internet and network connections. It operates in the 2.4 GHz and 5 GHz frequency bands. Key concepts include SSID, the Service Set Identifier, which is the name of the Wi-Fi network, and WPA/WPA2, which are security protocols to protect wireless networks. Communication systems are a fundamental part of modern technology, enabling the transmission of information across various media. Understanding modulation techniques, digital communication, and wireless communication is essential for any electronics engineering student. By mastering these concepts, students can design and analyze communication systems for a wide range of applications.